Hello and welcome to today's episode of CCTV. Hi guys, Christina Carlyle here. Welcome to today's episode of CCTV. But before I get into today's video, I want to say thank you very much for all of your kind words and well wishes as I'm going through this difficult personal time. Kind of missed a few episodes last week, and I just wanted to say thank you for being so supportive and sweet and all the sweet words and messages I've been getting from everybody. So, mwah, thank you so much. Today's episode, I'm going to be answering Christy's question. And Christy writes, hey, Christina, I have a question. I have been making a lifestyle change for the better. I am needing to lose 50 pounds and I'm doing well. I count all of my calories, walk 6 miles a day, but I'm having a hard time with temptation with food. Do you have any tips? Thanks, Christy. And thank you so much for asking this question, Christy. I get it. When you go from eating whatever you want to a diet to a healthy lifestyle, it's like your focus automatically goes to things that you can no longer have. It's kind of like, if you ever heard those examples when there's like, don't think of a white polar bear, or don't think of a polar bear, and all of a sudden you're thinking of a polar bear because you're not supposed to think of it. Yeah, I get it. And then you start to trigger, you get all these mind games going on. So mind right, body tight, 7 tips, let's go. First tip is, instead of thinking of what you can no longer have, you want to instead focus your attention, focus your mind to think of all the benefits and positive things that are associated with making healthier choices. You're going to look better, you're going to feel better, you're going to be better, put on your jeans, start to lose weight, see it on the scale, see it in the mirror, get the compliments, look better, feel better, be better. Versus feeling gross, looking gross, feeling frumpy, bloated, bleh. You want to start focusing on the positive. That's tip number 1. You want to put your mind and your attention to the positive of what you're doing, which is good. Now this is all assuming that you're in a calorie deficit, because it did say that you're tracking your calories, so I'm assuming that you're in a deficit, which is extremely important. Tip number 2 is you want to use tasty toppers, because when you go from things like chips and cheese and all those sweet, salty, yummy things, what they do is they layer flavors to make those things appealing. If you think of a hamburger or a piece of pizza, okay? Piece of pizza, basic, plain, you can add pepperoni, sausage, all these different vegetables, things like that. Hamburger, same thing, cheese, bacon, tomato, lettuce, mayonnaise, all these things that you can add to avocado, an egg, all these things you add to a burger. The same way they layer different flavors to a burger or a pizza or ice cream, they do this with everything. You want to do that with healthy food. So instead of just blah, plain chicken, blah, vegetables, blah, fish, layer on healthy, low-calorie flavors and toppings. Seasonings, herbs and spices, especially fresh herbs like basil, yum, lemon juice, lime juice. You can use hot sauce, salsa, mustard, little things like that. I also have a bajillion different sauces and healthy, low-calorie salad dressings and sauces in my cookbook, Abs Are Made in the Kitchen. You're going to be layering on those flavors. It's a great way to shake up something boring, blah, is to add different flavors. Fresh, yummy, low-calorie sauces, condiments, toppings, herbs, spices, things like that, and just layer them however you want. A piece of chicken tastes completely different when you add mustard as opposed to hot sauce, as opposed to cinnamon. And cinnamon and chicken taste amazing, by the way, and cinnamon's an antioxidant. It also has metabolism boosting qualities to it, so just spice it up. Garlic, teriyaki sauce, soy sauce, just whatever you want. Just shake it up, try different flavors, different sauces, dippers, and it's a great way to shake up and make what healthy foods more appealing, more craveable, as opposed to the things you're no longer eating and trying to avoid. My next tip is to toss any of your triggers. Now, triggers are people, places, and things that cause you to want to eat. Okay, so for things, for example, chips, crackers, cookies, anything that's in your pantry, anything that has tons of sugar in it, tons of salt in it, just a lot of artificial ingredients, anything that doesn't really have a shelf life, it could live forever without refrigeration, you want to toss that. Anything that you just, once you get one little bite, you can't stop. Get rid of all of those. You can either throw them out, donate them, give them away to a neighbor, or give them to somebody else, like a friend. So get rid of those types of triggers. Also, you want to avoid things and people that set you off and trigger you to eat out of emotion. So this would be like avoiding, I don't know, your coworker at work, or a frenemy, or a toxic relationship, or a mother-in-law, or just little things that just set you off and cause you to trigger you to want to eat. This is particularly true for my emotional eaters. You also want to avoid restaurants where you know once you get in there, you're going to eat. It's like you're gonna order the salad, but all of a sudden it's like, no, I'll have the chips and this and that and da-da-da, and all of a sudden your diet's done for the day. So just want to avoid people, places, and things that trigger you to eat. So I definitely recommend doing that as well. My next tip is to make some smart substitutions. So let's say you do want the pizza. Okay, well, you can use a cauliflower pizza crust, make it yourself so you can control the amount of cheese, the amount of meat. Make sure you're using fresh, organic produce. Definitely recommend substituting that way. Instead of pasta, you can make zucchini noodles. Instead of, if you're craving something sweet, instead of going for cake or ice cream, you can make your own fresh protein popsicles. I have recipes on my blog, and I'll put a link to that below, so you can check out all the links and recipes to the stuff that I'm talking about. So it's just thinking out of the box to come up with smart substitutions so you can still get your satisfaction without giving up your favorites. It's kind of like taking out the bad, adding the good, and soaking up the benefits while still staying on track for your 50-pound loss goal. I also really recommend that you pop protein every 3 to 4 hours. I don't know if you've ever heard of people saying eat every 3 to 4 hours. Eat small meals throughout the day, 5 small meals throughout the day, and you're going to lose weight. Well, that's not particularly true. If I eat a small piece of cake every couple hours, I'm not going to necessarily lose weight. The reason why you lose weight from eating every so often throughout the day is by eating foods that have high metabolism maximizing qualities called the thermogenic effect of foods. Some foods that you eat actually trigger your body to burn more calories, digesting them, getting them out of your system. Protein has the highest thermogenic effect. This is why Atkins was so popular. One of the reasons why Atkins was so popular. Every time you eat 100 calories of protein, up to 25 of those calories are burned just trying to get it out of your system. So if you eat protein every 3 to 4 hours, your body is going to work harder to break it down, burning calories in the process, increasing your metabolism. And that lean protein also keeps you feeling fuller longer. It fills you up. It's really low in calories, really low in fat. And it's a great way to keep you satisfied and keep cravings and triggers at bay. My next tip is to compete with the urge to eat. So every time you're opening the pantry door, taking a peek at what little snack treat you can pick at, I instead recommend doing something either productive or fun that has nothing to do with food, because it takes anywhere from 2 to 10 minutes for that urge to eat, that craving to dissipate. So if you go and paint your nails, or make a phone call, or check your email, or play on Facebook or Pinterest, 2 to 10 minutes, that craving to eat will be gone, and you won't have to undo all the good that you're doing from your diet and all your exercise. So definitely want to compete with the urge by doing something fun or productive just to get your mind off of the food with something positive that interferes with that and competes with that trigger or that craving to eat. The next tip that I have is to drink water. A lot of times we're reaching for food when really we're truly thirsty, because dehydration and the feeling of thirst oftentimes really kind of feels like hunger. So if you're not sure if it's time to eat, or you're feeling the urge to eat, or just feeling the urge to put something in your mouth, that oral fixation thing, have some water. Make sure it's ice cold. The bigger the glass, the better. And just the act of drinking that water, one, the water is going to fill you up. It's going to make sure if your hunger or that craving you're really feeling is legitimate hunger, or if it's actually thirst, and it's going to kill the thirst. It's also probably going to kill your craving, especially if you're a sugary kind of craving kind of person like me. Also, the colder the water you drink, the more energy or calories your body is going to use to heat that up. If you think about it, you drink ice cold water, you don't pass ice cold water, you pass body temperature water. So your body actually spends some calories heating up that water. It's another quick little easy way to fill yourself up without filling out. 0 calories, hydrating your body. If your body was a car, water would be your gasoline, so you're getting all that great hydration that your body craves. Also, you're burning some calories in the process. So that's it. That's 7 ways to overcome the urge and compete with the cravings to snack and cheat on your diet. I hope this video helps you. Helping you helps me. If you like this video, please like it so I know. If you are going to try some of these tips, I ask you to share this video to declare it. And if you don't want to miss next week's episode, please subscribe now because I make a new video every Thursday. Alright guys, well I hope you have a fantastic week. Don't forget to check out the blog post to get all the tips and see everything written out and to get links to those recipes for the protein popsicle, the cauliflower pizza crust, and the, what was the other one? I can't remember. Oh, the zucchini pasta. It's like one of my most popular blog posts. So, I hope you have a great week guys. I will see you next time right here, same place, every Thursday. Bye!